Is here. I really hope this is all a dream. Was all a dream. Not that I don't love doing comedy, but did anyone else have their 20-year-old high school reunion and not go, but you look at the page anyway of all their bios and everything they've done and stay up till 2 a.m. having an existential crisis and glad that you did not submit your bio or go. One of them's like, I was in the Navy for forever and then I worked for NASA and then I like stopped missiles from hitting from China. You're welcome. I'm like, cool. I started comedy at 33, but I do love you all and thank you for being here. We're gonna keep this rockin', rollin', and going. Okay, the next comedian coming to the stage is awesome and a new face on the scene, but a goodie. Give it up for Penny Jane.
How are we doing, Red Door? This is exciting. It's my first time performing here. It's Funny Fiesta. Like Carla said, I'm a new comic, but I'm already living that comic life. I had negative $200 in my bank account, maxed out credit cards, and no cash. But I'm here. Yeah. Woo. And I'm all twisted. Sorry about that. So enough about that. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name's Penny Jane. I'm a new comic and I'm transgender if you couldn't tell, and if you could tell, good for you, I guess. And being trans is interesting. It's sort of like being a ninja. I have to use deception and stealth to avoid getting killed. Was that too dark? Was that too dark? All right. Yes, and let's see, what else? I'm also white. We had the white power shit going on earlier. That used to carry some weight. I feel like being white these days kind of sucks. We're like the mayonnaise of the human race. Meaning if you get us too hot, we will ruin your barbecue in the park. Whereas being trans is like being a Vietnam veteran. Our supporters find us brave, everyone else hates us for mutilating children. Okay, you like those kinds of jokes. And I respect war veterans. Now don't get me wrong. My grandfather fought in World War II, part of the greatest generation. He died too, but that was like 20 years ago, so it's okay. But yeah, part of that greatest generation. But the women never get enough credit from that generation. You know, they built the arsenal. They built the planes, tanks, and bombs that won World War II. And they did it rocking cherry red lipstick, victory curls, and polka dot bandanas. They saved the world while looking fantastic. Those are the women I admire. Let's see, what else can I share with you tonight? There's a lot of new people I've never seen before. I guess we can talk a little bit more about the greatest generation, because they're only the greatest generation because they had something great to overcome. Now, that was World War II, but suppose World War II never happened. What would you call the greatest generation then? The average generation? Suppose they lost the war. They'd be the worst fucking generation. And my favorite generation, though, is Generation X. Any Gen Xers in the house tonight? Not a single one. Awesome. You guys aren't kidding about this room being tough. But I do. I love Gen X because they're like the cool older sibling. Because I'm a millennial. So Gen X is like the cool older sibling that like moved across the country the day after graduation. And I'm stuck home with my Gen Z sister. And I just, the Gen X is like, they're like the sibling that texts you whatever you think is best while you're making your dad's funeral arrangements. I just coughed into the mic, that was loud. Yeah, so that, if you don't think that's real, that's my mom. My mom was that sibling. See, this part is true. My grandmother died in 1997. No, she died a couple months ago. She was 97, and that's really true. I lost my grandmother, so I'm original. I'm based like that. Anyway, my grandmother was really cool. That she was a ballerina, and she loved to perform and be on stage. And part of me is here tonight because of her. Sorry, I need a moment to compose myself, which is ironic because she has taken time to decompose herself. I can't believe I just said that. Holy fuck. All right. I don't miss talking politics with my grandmother. She was really into talking politics. I don't follow politics. I know the broad strokes. Like, I know that Biden did what Trump's father should have done and pulled out. I know Kamala Harris has replaced him, and that's going well, thank God. I thought that might be the Democrats' biggest mistake since picking up JFK in a convertible. And let's see what, I also know that Joe Biden has, you guys like racist jokes, that's been established, right? Yeah, Joe Biden has something in common with Adolf Hitler. Did you know that? They both failed to finish a race. But anyway, I don't like politics, but I do love America. It's a great country. You know, if you can dream the dream and you put in the work, you can make it happen if you're white. And, you know, it's a place where a little boy can grow up to become a BBW MILF. And that was my version of the American dream, to be a really shitty Pornhub category. Thank you all, you've been wonderful, and that's my time.
Penny Jane, guys, come on, keep it going. Yeah. I just want to say the Shit Boys do not condone racism, but if you got a funny joke about it, we will laugh at it. So that's all I have to say.